It was a quiet Wednesday morning in the small town of Millfield, known more for its peaceful streets and neighborly smiles than anything that would make national headlines. But that calm was shattered when a retired K-9 named Max brought out of retirement for a school demonstration, ended up exposing a secret buried in ice, literally. Officer Jenna Collins had been Max's handler for nearly a decade. The bond between them was stronger than most humans shared. Even after Max's retirement, Jenna had adopted him and brought him everywhere, including to her niece's school that morning for a community safety event. After the event, Jenna stopped at her cousin's house nearby for coffee. It was a humble home on the edge of town. Her cousin, Mark, had inherited it from their late uncle and recently started renovating the place. As they chatted in the kitchen, Max, calm and obedient as ever, suddenly tensed up. His ears perked. His nose twitched. Without warning, he bolted into the basement. "Max! Hey, come back here," Jenna called, racing after him. By the time she reached the dimly lit basement, Max was already standing in front of an old white chest freezer tucked into a dark corner. He began pawing at it, not barking, just whining low, like he was in distress. Jenna's stomach dropped. "Mark, what's in this freezer?" she asked, her voice sharp. Mark, looking puzzled and a bit pale, replied, "I don't know. It was here when I moved in. I never opened it. It was sealed shut." Something about Max's reaction told Jenna this wasn't just some spoiled meat. She called the police department. Backup arrived in minutes. They pried open the lid of the freezer, the old rubber seal groaning under pressure. As the lid opened, the room fell silent. Inside were layers of plastic. When they were peeled back, the gruesome truth was revealed. Human remains. A woman, frozen and preserved, her body curled like she'd been stuffed in a panic. The entire room seemed to shrink with horror. Max stepped back, his eyes never leaving the freezer. The house was immediately locked down. Forensic teams swarmed the property. Neighbors gathered outside, stunned. The news traveled fast. Within hours, local reporters were at the scene. The town that had never made national headlines was now on every news channel. The remains were quickly identified. It was a woman named Elise Tanner, reported missing 12 years ago. She had been 29, a waitress at a local diner, and had vanished without a trace after her shift one snowy night. Elise's case had gone cold. Her family had moved away years ago, broken by the lack of closure. But now they had it, thanks to Max. Detectives reopened the case. Clues from the scene pointed toward Jenna's late uncle, a former truck driver with a criminal past no one talked about. A fingerprint inside the freezer sealed the suspicion. He had passed away 5 years ago, but it appeared he'd lured Elise into his home, murdered her, and kept her body hidden all this time. The entire town was shaken. Many had known Elise. Many had trusted Jenna's uncle. But now, everything was seen through a different lens. A week later, a candlelight vigil was held in Elise's memory. Her family returned to Millfield for the first time in over a decade. They hugged Jenna. They patted Max. "He gave us what we thought we'd never get," Elise's mother said through tears. The truth. The end. Max, calm as ever, sat beside Jenna, his eyes watching the candle flames flicker. In the days that followed, Max was hailed as a hero once again. News outlets across the country covered the story. People sent gifts, letters, and even a medal for the retired K-9. But for Jenna, the most important thing was that Max's instincts, even in retirement, had helped close a painful chapter. Millfield would never forget the K-9 who wouldn't stop scratching in an old freezer and uncover the truth buried in ice that shocked an entire town. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon.